Good morning. This is TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 1071 WTJN. For David Denoyer on TCTV, it's time for the Mayor's Report. And with me this morning is Mayor Michael Beamish. And also we have Stan Kegley in the studio this morning.
Absolutely, and boy, this is becoming a regular weekly event, and I get excited about coming here and seeing both you, Clint, and David, and what you bring to the table in terms of making many of the activities that we have in the Troy community and the people aware of those activities.
Hey, one of those activities, Mayor, I wanted to ask you about. Okay. Now, we're right in the 50 years of Troy Civic Theater.
That's right.
And the play going on right now is Can't Take It With You, and you've got kind of a cameo role in that, don't you?
I do. I am very excited about it. I will just say that it's directed by Kathy Melvin, who's an outstanding director, a wonderful all-star cast. It is to celebrate the first production that was done 50 years ago. We brought it back for the finale of this season. And I was asked to be a part of that cast, and I do have a role to play, and I'm Henderson, Wilbur C. Henderson, the IRS man in that production. There still is opportunities. I thank you for bringing that up, because there still is opportunities for those who have not had a chance to see that production, may have heard about it, and we're getting some pretty good reviews about it. But there still will be an 8 o'clock performance on Saturday, this Saturday, and then there will be a 2 o'clock matinee performance on tomorrow on Sunday. So you have two more opportunities. And many people are getting tickets to come back to see the show they've already seen, which is exciting to have people wanting to have a chance to see it twice.
Well, that's great. Now, you're up for a daytime Emmy with this. I heard Ellen was going to have you on the show.
Well, I don't know about that, but I will say it is a great production with a great cast. Everybody has been cast in their role, and Kathy Melvin has done a great job, and there's many people backstage that never get the credit that they deserve, but I will tell you, it's like...
It takes a lot to put on a show like that.
There's 17 members in the cast, so you can get an idea how crowded it is backstage. But we move around, and I hope everybody has enjoyed that opportunity. I feel very honored to be asked to be a part of that grand finale of the 50th season of Troy Civic Theater.
All right. And now, more than that, we've got a lot of things that are going to be happening here in Troy. You brought Stan along today, to project manager over at Treasure Island.
Lots of things have happened. I'll tell you, everybody knows the summer session in downtown Troy is exciting with all the events and activities and concerts that we have here. Now we've tried to tie the river into play with our downtown. And if you follow the river, you come to Treasure Island Park. And I'm telling you, there are some really exciting events coming to Treasure Island in 2016. It will be a river destination, which is what we've always hoped for. When that happens, it also brings an economic value to our downtown and surrounding community. Is it just an opportunity for us to showcase what Troy is all about, and brings a quality of life to people of all ages. And that's one of the things that I think since I had the opportunity to be mayor, I've always said that quality of life, you want to have recreation for people of all ages and all types of interest. And I think we've done that. We've started, and I'm going to let certainly Stan talk about some of the outstanding events that we have at Treasure Island, but I want to start with Crowley Plaza continues to showcase a lot of concerts, a variety of concerts. The Troy Main Street has numbers of activities being planned, so we're trying to connect everything within a short walking distance, biking distance. It surely should be an exciting summer of destinational activity.
Even Treasure Island is just a quick walk down the levee.
We've talked about that.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, a good exercise, and maybe I'm sure Stan's going to share some of the activities that demonstrate we're trying to have a variety for people of all ages and interest levels. But let me start with one of the most exciting things, too, that I'm excited about. That is going to take place sometime. I'm not going to say the exact time because we're not sure, but Smith's, that's a name that's synonymous with Troy, Smith's Boathouse Restaurant is going to operate out of the marina. And they have an executive chef in Ron Smith. It should be an outstanding opportunity for people to come in to our community and enjoy a different kind of an ambiance. I think at some point we're going to take a tour. Troy Community Radio and TV is going to take a tour, and we're going to see a little bit visually of what that Treasure Island Park is going to be all about. But to complement the Smith's Boathouse Restaurant is also the opportunity that Chris Jackson is bringing with the Adventures on the Great Miami. And that means we'll have kayaks and we'll have canoes, and they are working in partnership with each other to promote themselves along the marina and the river. So just those two alone offers a lot of excitement. It brings back the good old days where some people still in Troy can remember how exciting the river was along the banks.
They used to have the canoes down at Treasure Island, and the paddle boats, and
and the Chris Craft boats.
And,
so we're going to try to bring that alive once again and connect it to our beautiful downtown. So it really is a total package for people, not only our own citizens, but throughout Miami County, throughout this region, to come and see Troy as a destination. And I'm going to let Stan talk about, he's worked very hard. I got to tell you, starting with, I should give a little shout outs. Council. First of all, Council had to have the foresight and the vision and take the risk to see that what can happen with a river, with a park along the river, and the economic value in our economic toolbox that it can bring to the entire community. So I give Council great credit for their fortitude and their foresight. But our staff, and I've already mentioned Stan Kegley as a project manager, his excitement, his energy, it just kind of permeates throughout the whole staff. And
it's infectious, because once you start seeing, when you saw the activity, what was going on, I could see it. I could see the finished project and look forward to it.
Well, and then you get these partners jumping on board. I mean, everybody starts to see, hey, this could be a neat thing.
Exactly.
And so I want to give a shout out to our community partners. They've been involved. I mentioned our staff, and their staff is excited about it. And the bottom line is it becomes an economic driver in our toolbox for development.
For sure.
So I'm going to let Stan share some of the exciting events that are coming up. We have concerts, we have wellness activities, we have river activities. I'm going to let Stan take over.
Stan, what can we look forward to here this summer?
Well, it's an exciting time. The mayor's vision's always been for an active lifestyle park. One that encompasses music, recreation, education, and sports. And we think we've got all those elements taking place this year. Of course, this is the first season of this park's activities, which will only grow in the years ahead. Some of the things coming up, Corvette Troy has always been a big part of our community. They're going to come back and do a car show for us in the park, which is pretty exciting. Of course, we've got several concerts coming up. We've got Stranger, we've got a Beach Boys tribute band. Yep. We have, let's see here.
And the Beach Boys tribute band, that'll be great down by the river. And the Jimmy Buffett tribute
Buffett band, you can't beat that. Of course, Stranger's 80s music, which are all wonderful things. The mayor mentioned the Civic Band. We're doing some things down there. We anticipate Troy School System doing several things in our wonderful amphitheater as we get it rolling this summer. Also, Kids Big Truck Day. We want something for little guys and little girls to get excited about. And we all know little ones love to look at the great big trucks. We're going to bring some of those in. The Troy Triathlon comes back this year. You may remember it was a growing event in our community. However, the Adams Street Bridge and a series of projects in the river kind of made them have to take a couple of years of hiatus. But this year they're coming back strong. We have a canoe and kayak kind of fun marathon coming on board this year.
Fun.
The mayor had mentioned Chris Jackson. who's putting that together as part of Adventures on the Great Miami. In fact, if you go to their website, you can actually sign up for this wonderful event. It's a day of wonderful racing and activities and a fun float with music that concludes at the end of that day. Also, we have NAPRA, which is the National Association of Professional River Anglers, coming back. This will be their third trip back, I believe, and this is their championship and their fishing series. That'll be this fall, and we're excited about that. And Troy has a wonderful Halloween history with some ghosts.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to do some ghost stories on the island as well.
Oh, well, that'll be good.
Season. Seems like kind of a natural place for that to take place this year. Of course, we'll have more canoe and kayaking activities as we go through the summer. Should be an active summer season of activities. U.S. Fish and Wildlife is coming in this summer. They're going to do some fish shocking. So what they do is they bring their little boat out. They have like electrodes they put in the water. And of course, it mildly shocks the fish. They basically stuns them. Yes, they float up so you see what kind of fish are in the water. And of course, they do it to show young children, what kind of aquatic life there is. And of course, the fish do recover and swim away later. So we're building a series of partnerships for these activities, and we're hoping the community will really start to embrace what goes on at Treasure Island. And of course, this is our first year, so it can only get better in the years ahead.
Stan, tell them about the Be the Match. I think that is another activity that I know Mr. Kendall is very closely related to, but it's one of those activities that usually goes to a large municipality, but because of what we're trying to accomplish, they're bringing a 5K, a run, walk into our community that'll bring thousands of people into our community for a cause. And that also shows the variety that we're trying to reach out to include. And
events like the mayor was saying are usually held. Be the Match is an event usually held in Columbus or Cleveland, in a major city. This will be the only one in Ohio. It's really kind of amazing. They picked our location to have this year. They recognize the great potential of this area. And Be the Match is honestly a program you come out in which they take some samples from you for blood and so forth.
Okay.
To help people who are struggling with different kinds of cancers like leukemia and so forth, to try to search for donors who may be compatible matches to help save people's lives.
That is a good cause.
So it's a wonderful cause, and we're pretty excited they're coming. In fact, they're scheduled to come in the middle of September for this event. So we're still organizing that one right now, but we're pretty excited about that.
All right. Any word when the restaurant might be opening?
Well, they're
kind of a target date.
I do know the Smiths, and I think certainly Stan would confirm this. They want to be quality,
right?
And they're not going to open until they feel like they've got that restaurant to where they want to open the doors. There may be some opportunities for them to provide samples or at least showcase what their potential is going to be. But I'm hearing it may be sometime after July that we're hearing sometime. And again, it's not that we want them to rush. We would rather have the quality that
put together.
Known for. Right. They're known for. So we have a lot of activities. We're going to have some food trucks out there, right, Stan?
Absolutely. In fact,
there's a good idea too.
Right. So we're trying to find a variety. What we're trying to showcase is that this park, we understand, both of us understand that it's along a river. There may be times when the river may come up, but we've also made provisions for it to drain off quicker. And we've made provisions for our amphitheater, our shelter house, our restrooms, the marina building to be protected, so that we don't have to worry about something washing away. It's designed.
All the concrete that the amphitheater is made out of, I don't think we're going to see that wash into the river.
So we're going to move forward with optimism and enthusiasm that our activities will all take place, realizing that the good Lord has the final control over what happens with our river. But I will always say, and I have said this many times, if you really count the days of a whole year of 365, how many days we have not been able to access due to high water, not many. So we're looking forward to an exciting season, and to tie that with downtown, it just really makes for a great destination for us. If we're going to close a little bit today, we should probably talk about our dedication ceremony.
Coming up soon, yeah.
We have that coming up very soon on June 12th. We'll invite everybody. We want them to see what's potential out. They're working very hard down there to get the finishing touches. But on June 12th, we will have we'll have invitation tours. We'll be happy to show people around, and then we're also going to have a dedication ceremony around the lighthouse. You know, thanks to the Troy Foundation, they gave us the funds to provide the lighthouse of old restored, and it's now a brand new lighthouse on the point of the Great Miami. And then we'll have entertainment. We understand Kathy McIntosh, bless her, is going to provide us with some opening entertainment for the dedication. We also know that Rum River Blend is excited to be a part of that opening dedication ceremony. And so they will be, and everybody knows Rum River Blend.
Always a good band to watch. They're so much fun.
So, you know, just to kick off the year in June 12th. So that'll take place. Dedication of the lighthouse and the ceremonies will take place around 3 o'clock. But we'll offer open house tours from 3 to 5.
I'm sure you'll
Did I say that right,
I think
Stan?
you got that, sir.
You'll probably have a lot of looky-loos up on the levee checking it out during the Strawberry Festival, too.
I would bet there'll be a lot of people walking around.
Yes.
Strawberry Festival, and just about a little over a week later, they'll be able to come down and see things up close and personal.
That's great. Anything that you'd like to kind of wrap up with here this morning?
Just that we have City Council coming up on the 16th. So, again, that's at 7 o'clock, and that'll be at City Hall. But other than that, I just say I hope they share the same excitement that Stan and I do. And
it's contagious.
And
the excitement for Treasure Island is contagious. Once people go give it a try, anybody who may be doubting it, once they're there and they're watching one of the shows, doubts are out the window.
Well, and again, my goal has always been, as Stan said, to provide activities for all ages, that it would be educational, recreational, wellness type, as well as just entertainment. So we're trying to do that, working with our downtown partners, our river, and our park system.
And tying it all together. All right. Thank you both so much. Stan Kegley,
Thank you.
our project manager for the Riverfront Development, and Mayor Michael Beamish.
Thank you.
This has been the Mayor's Report. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David the Neuer on TCTV.